Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Sports Fall. Jersey Joe Archino back here. And I think we can all kind of appreciate the fact that greatness is easy to spot. We all marvel at it, we all can accept it, and we all know it when we see it. But so often we take that greatness for granted, and I think that's the ultimate case of LeBron James. And certainly after the performance he put together in Game 6, keeping the Cavaliers alive, forcing a Game 7, to me, that is, you need one word to describe Game 6, and it's LeBron. It was one of those performances that is one of the all-timers, and the NBA history books is filled with all-time great performances with the all-timers giving us, leading and paving the way and just doing things that is something only they could do. And that was a performance last night that you put a stamp on it, and it says this is a performance only LeBron James could give. There's not another player in NBA history who could have their hands in so many different things and facilitate so many different areas to lead their team to a win. That is exclusive to LeBron on the defensive end, from his offensive versatility. Everything that he did in that game is something exclusive to him himself. And Kyrie Irving has been instrumental. I've been on the record and have said many times that the Cavaliers go and get going, and they really are going to win and be sustained by Kyrie Irving. But that was a game last night where Kyrie really had a very good first half, but LeBron brought the game home. LeBron saved that game. There were times in Game 6 where the Warriors really looked like they were catching back up, but LeBron continually made difficult shots and put it on ice. And there were shots that you just look at where he just used his offensive versatility in every way he had to, driving to the basket, hitting mid-range shots, hitting some three-pointers, grabbing critical rebounds at huge opportunities. He was the most timely player in that game, and he's the reason we're getting a Game 7. And Game 7, obviously now all the questions go to who do you have? Do you have Warriors or do you have Cavaliers? And if there's anything that I've learned, it's that you don't pick against LeBron James in a Game 7 of a magnitude like this. You just don't do it. You wouldn't pick against a Michael Jordan. You wouldn't pick against a Magic Johnson. LeBron James, it's the same type of thing. I'm not picking against LeBron in a Game 7 with the incredible displays he's put together in Games 5 and 6. Back-to-back 41-point games, back-to-back games reestablishing his offensive versatility. And that was something that was surely being missed. His offensive versatility was not on full display in the first 4 games of the series, but it came back when it was needed the most in Game 5 and in Game 6 at the Quicken Loans Arena. It most certainly made that same return. But no one can do it by themselves, no matter how good LeBron is and how transcendent of a talent. And even though Game 6 is defined by him and him alone, everyone needs help. And he most certainly, once again, did get help. And when we saw him finally get his first championship in Miami, that's what it took. It took help. You had Mike Miller knocking down incredible shots. You had Shane Battier, a veteran presence, making tremendous plays. You had a young player like a Norris Cole who was able to burst onto the scene and hit big shots. All of those key contributors are a reason why LeBron was able to walk away with the title. And then, oh yeah, there was Dwayne Wade, who didn't hurt his chances either. But now it's the same type of thing. Richard Jefferson, I think we all kind of thought Channing Frye, because of how good he had been in the playoff run until the finals, was going to be that piece like Shane Battier was, but he hasn't. It has been all Richard Jefferson. Jefferson, from a defensive standpoint and from an offensive standpoint, just his awareness of the game has been incredible for the Cavaliers. He has played tremendously. Tristan Thompson did not have a great playoff run, did not play well earlier in the series, but like LeBron has in Games 5 and 6, he found himself again. Huge game for him. I mean, he really, I think a lot of people gave him a lot of, really criticized the Cavaliers for giving him the huge deal they gave him before the season, but if you looked at that deal and you asked the question, is Tristan Thompson worth this money to any other team in the NBA? It would have been no. But is Tristan Thompson worth this type of money to the Cleveland Cavaliers? And he most certainly was. There's not another team he would be worth that money to. But you see in games like this why Tristan Thompson has the perfect role on this team, why he warranted that contract. And if the Cavs do win the title, I don't think anyone will bat an eye about giving Tristan Thompson that big deal. But then you kind of have to continue to go because J.R. Smith, even, who really I have knocked during his career for his defensive liabilities, was incredible. I mean, his awareness, his understanding of when Golden State was switching and trying to deceive the Cavaliers, it didn't fool him, and he hit some big shots. He was a presence defensively. He was fighting for loose balls, and I think that's one of the things in this series that really got Cleveland back in is Golden State really didn't have any pressure on them, and Cleveland was fighting for their lives. Every possession meant something. They had their backs up against the wall, and they played like it every single possession. And I think that is a dangerous thing when you are up 3-1. That's why you have to constantly keep your foot on the throat because the other team, every possession is going to feel like their last possession. And now look where we are. We're in Game 7 where both teams have every chance, and it's a new series. All of the momentum has shifted. Golden State has tasted a controversy for the first time where they really haven't tasted much of it. Stephen Curry, we saw for the first time since it seems like forever, getting ejected from a game. He's rattled. Draymond Green, I look at that game, I look at the way that LeBron James was really in. There was a play where he kind of took a hard hit, and Tristan Thompson kind of stood over him for a minute. And I don't think many people made much of that play, but to me, when I look at that play, that says a lot to me. That speaks volumes that the Cavs really have gone under this Warriors team skin. And this is a Warriors team that, as it is, I don't think is defined by their toughness, where Cleveland, on the other hand, certainly does have more of that toughness on their hand. But like I've said, everyone needs help, and LeBron has certainly got it. And you need a 1-2 punch. No one on the Cavaliers matters more than Kyrie Irving and LeBron James. As long as the two of them can control the game defensively and offensively, everyone else will follow suit from Cleveland. And you even saw contributions from a guy like Dante Jones, who defensively made a huge impact on this game, knocking down free throws when he had to. Even Klay Thompson, who I think is maybe has the best pure shooting mechanics in the league, and that's even with how good Stephen Curry is at shooting the ball. Even he ended up missing some big free throws in that game. But the Cavaliers in games 5 and 6 have certainly reestablished their identity. They've reestablished their confidence. And going into game 7, even at Oracle Arena, where it's going to be very difficult to play, I'm not taking my money off of King James. I said it before in this segment, and I'll say it again. Would you bet against the Michael Jordan? Would you bet against the Larry Bird? Would you bet against the Magic Johnson? You wouldn't do it, and I'm not doing it for LeBron James either. We're just going to have to wait and see, though, but I think as fans, we all kind of win with getting a Game 7. But make no mistake, Game 6 is defined by one word, and that one word is LeBron. And I will see everyone in the next segment. Until then, you can follow me on Twitter at Joe Archino and on Instagram, Jersey_Joe_Archino. And I'll see everybody next time.